Yeah, man.
Can we,
talk about that thing. You going to that thing?
What thing?
The thing. The tape. You know about the tape?
No.
I think. No, you sure? Tape.
Tape.
Of Allah.
Oh,
I thought you was going.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. You didn't want to touch on it. I don't know.
I told you no. I mean, I'm not coming. I'm not doing this again. So you might as well just ask.
Okay,
I'll say no.
Okay, all right. See now, everybody is
episode 17.
And that's another thing. I see that people think that it was me.
Mm-hmm.
They thought it was me who discovered the tape,
right.
But really, you're the man. I just want to put it on record. I mean, that's how you have to.
I'm the person that gave the
You found the footage, guys.
I found the footage. Yeah, I
wasn't
looking for the footage, but I discovered it. Yeah.
How did you find the footage?
I'm working on a project that deals with July of '64 in Harlem. Right. Nothing to do with the guys per se. More so the Blood Brothers, but that's like a minor part of the story. I guess I can say now I'm working on a story about there were riots in Harlem in '64, right? In July, because a young black boy was killed in high school by an off-duty lieutenant of the NYPD named James Powell. He was 15 for killing. So it was riots, 6 days. So I was looking around that, right? And the title is an exclusive, actually. The title is called "We Have No Leaders," right? So I'm looking at leaders, right? Leaders, and I never thought there was footage of Allah. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? I didn't. People apparently knew about that. I didn't know about that. You know what I mean?
I've heard about it.
I never heard about it. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was a BBC. I've heard BBC has footage.
There's probably a few outlets that have them, on TV. You know what I mean? But what I was looking for was any chance sighting of the guys. So I thought that I might see a young prince or something like that early, or see someone that I might recognize in the street of Harlem and be like, oh snap, look at that, that's ill, So I found an abstract that said Harlem leader. Oh, but let me say this also, sometimes you just like throw in a last name just for throw it in there, whatever time popped up. Harlem leader talks about Mayor Lindsay. I knew Mayor Lindsay was
right.
So I've been to the archives downtown Manhattan. I went to Mayor Lindsay's archives because they have Mayor Lindsay's books, right? They have his phone messages. They got his stuff, right? Look hard enough, you're gonna find a line there because this is his day to day, whatever. You gotta look. There's a lot of microfiche, whatever, right? So I was satisfied with just finding today I gave the school, Street Academy 2 to 5%, whatever. I was looking for stuff like that I found. Ended up finding a lot, and I went, and I paid the fee for them to digitize. So
when you got it, you saw the clip, you saw the name, but you didn't know what was on it.
I said no. There was a big paragraph. It said Allah. It said in Allah's apartment. It said in a maybe said a bar or a hotel, something like that. But no, it's a big paragraph. I knew.
So when you
Harlem the cause of Allah. I'm like, I know something. I know what it was gonna be, but I knew it was something. So I went and I paid the money
to view it.
To view it, yeah. And I can't. I don't just want to say just who I gave to, but I did. Again, there's an order to everything, right?
Because you didn't immediately go to YouTube.
No,
let's be clear with that.
So my thing, as far as the integrity, right, of any nation's artifacts, right, is very important. You have things that's in museums. You have things that's in mausoleums. You got things behind glass. You can't touch it. You know what I'm saying?
Things that are kept under wraps.
Right. Things that you gotta come to the secret room and view it, if whatever, private stuff, right?
Right.
Here we have a lot of selling of images, and we have people posting photos, on Facebook or whatever it is, and don't even know who everybody in the photo is, and I'm again, they know me. So I don't like to show. show my face like that. I do now. I'm trying to make it big, in the business. But it's like just to put people's faces out there and all that. You don't know who that is. It's kind of weird to me, right? But it's like this culture of never see, come for see, right? You don't know what this. You never seen this before. Let me show everybody joint. It's a Caribbean expression. So my thing was, Allah is not my father, right? Allah was the father to a lot, especially the firstborn. I call him Allah, right? That's their father. So you also have actual physical family. That's her brother.
Now you had put a quote that I actually like. I don't know it word for word, but I know something like "No thanks needed, no glory accepted."
Oh, that was just like, just don't be calling my phone. Like, I don't like people talking to me. Like, the guy know, like, I'm just very lone wolfish, right? So I just don't want people talking to me sometimes. I be in my own little mind, my own little world.
That's how I know you to be.
Yeah, and people know I'm there when you need me and But so that thing was like, I know people are going to come rushing me with all these different questions and all that. You know what I mean? So that's what that statement was about. You know what I mean? But
I also figured you didn't want, because when we built, you said that you were dealing with the people with the archives, and you didn't want to put your name out there.
I didn't put it in. That's for the record. I did not put that out. You know what I mean? But it's an order to everything, right? And there's integrity to everything. These are our artifacts, right? And again, these are things that from the knowledge that people talk about that disrespected, right? People say that the things that these men said, right? These men in these pictures, right? That we give 1,000 likes. And we say, that's peace God. Look at the belt bottoms and all that type of stuff, right? But the words that come out their mouth, we say they don't even matter like that. And you want me to shout on the mountaintop, well, here's Allah. All right, let's see what my elders say first, though. There's an order to everything, right? Because you're not going to turn this into that. Or you're not going to turn this man image into all that fuckery that you done turn everything else in color into. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so there being an order to everything, there are certain people that I knew was important that I just like humbly, here you go. And I attempted. There's one brother I didn't even know that was Allah's nephew. I see him all the time too. But I attempted through certain people to reach out to who the physical family first, right? But also some of the first people, right? The first people with the names and everything. Hey, this is what I found, God. You know what I mean? And one of them decided to give it to the platform, and then it came out.
Okay.
Right. But so I wasn't holding it, right? I was doing my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? But then I figured, dag, the father physical is coming up. Dag, and we just lost a couple people. We lost one person, right? And you know what? Let's just do this. And so I give it to someone, and they decide. I say, yo, what you really want to do with it? I trust you. It's your pops. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted that, and that's what happened. But it wasn't that I was like holding it for myself, or I'm not, there's no more footage that I found. If there is more footage, I don't know about it. But there's a way to find out. Right now, because the pandemic spots are closed, but there is a way in the near future that people can try to get into that place. But right now, lots not going on, but there's other things out there. You just gotta look for it, like you want to see the father's the news report, ABC, June 13th, it's out there, right? Find it, it's out there. Well, you gotta look at June 13th. You know the dates, the year,
right.
It was on the news, it was on the papers, right? What stations was in the city, ABC, CBS, NBC. It's there, like it's all there. You know what I'm saying? It's irrelevant what I found, right? Relevant how it is. It's like go and do that. You know what I mean? Go in and do that work.
Do the work.
Do that work. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not here to be doing. I'm here to be doing other things. and let someone else find some stuff. Let me be surprised and like, oh snap, piece of the God, because it's out there. I'm sure there's a whole lot out there. That Otisville tape. It takes someone, I guess, a year or so to track that guy down and get, you know, even the real is out there. If you know, you know. I shouldn't say that, but you know, it's real everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like what happens to these things, right? What happens to these artifacts once they out? Are they held, you know, up high? Sometimes I look at that father footage and I get sad. I'm like, damn, like they're not even comment. Like this is so when it went in and out. Like, you know, no one's talking about it no more. Like it's not like every day there's comments. Like y'all just no wow no more. It's like it's like this culture of ingesting information that's important and then like excreting it. And it's like, all right, I seen a lot now. It's kind of like you know.
There's many layers to that, though.
There's layers to it.
There's many layers, yeah.
As to everything, from now to born, right? But the images of our brothers and the words of our brothers and our sisters and their stories are very important. And so when people see how things are dealt with, then I don't blame people for holding some things, you know, at private stock.
No, I understand.
I want to know, you know, who you are first. I know 120. Well, big deal. Now you know you're not a complete idiot. But that doesn't mean that you get to have entrance into this kingdom of heaven with us.
Right.
It's life or death over here. We gonna be your brother over here. We gonna love you unconditionally over here. So we gotta see exactly who you are.
If Mecca did this.